Hi trombones, we're going to go through your concert music packet and play through all the songs with some helpful trombone specific tips. Before we start, I just want to make sure that we go over our hand position, make sure we're holding our trombones correctly. So your left hand is holding your trombone. Remember, you've got your laser pointer, and it should be pointing at your mouthpiece, and then the thumb holds here, and then the other three fingers just kind of wrap around there. So you're holding it with your left hand. It goes on your left shoulder. And for your other hand, you're gonna clock it like this, right here. And then those other two fingers are just gonna slide right under there. So you're very loosely holding it. You don't have a death grab on your trombone there. So clock it, other two fingers under there, and then you can unlock, and there you go. So remember, we've got first position, fourth position, where this is right behind the bell when you're here. And then sixth position is about as far as your arm goes comfortably, not reaching too far, okay? So we're gonna start with hot cross buns. And remember, we have D, C, and B flat. So D4, C6, and B1. Here we go, sitting up tall. And the angle of my camera makes me look like my trombone is pointed down low, but it's actually up parallel to the floor. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and play. Use your tongue. Done with the song, we kind of freeze so that we let the audience know that it's time to clap. We freeze and don't make it weird for them by just going to the next thing too quickly. So that's hot cross buns, and we're going to scroll down to the next one, and that is going to be Au Clair de la Lune. Remember, you can pause this video at any time. You can go back, and if you look in the description, there's links to each song in the video. So if you want to skip ahead or go back to a song, you can use those links. You can also slow down the video if you need the tempo to be just a little bit slower. So we're going with Au Clair de la Lune. It has the same three notes, B flat 1, C6, and D4. We're making sure we're using our tongue and our air just keeps going. So it's not just, it's, I can feel my tongue touching there, so pay attention to your tongue this time, see if it's doing the work for you or if it's just your air. Sit up very tall, feet flat on the floor. 1, 2, ready. Scroll down to the next song, which is Mary Had a Little Hippopotamus. Here we go, and I'm gonna empty my trombone. So if your mouth can't reach, you can just make sure your trombone is up and down so that the water comes. If you're able to reach, you can just blow through it like that. Here we go with Mary Had a Little Hippopotamus. It's going to be D, C, and beef, the same notes. We haven't done this one very often yet, so switching is really kind of difficult, and you have to move your arm like a robot arm. Otherwise you get like slidey sounds in between all of the notes, and we want them to be very accurate. So moving like a robot. Here we go. Starting on our D note, sitting up very tall. 1, 2, ready, and play. To our next one, which is going to be Down by the Station. We haven't done this one too often either, so we're gonna pop through it first. It does just have the beef, C, and D notes. So pop this with me and say it. And when we play, I forgot to remind you earlier, we want to make sure we're using a lot of air, not so loud that it sounds like blasty, but loud so it's not super quiet and like apologetic. So here we go. We're going to pop through and say the names of the notes. 1, 2, ready, pop. Beef, beef, C, D, D, C, beef, C, D, beef, beef, rest, beef, beef, C, D, D, C, beef, C, D, beef. And now we're going to try to play it. Sitting up tall, use lots of air. 1, 2, ready. To our next song, which is Baby Shark. So we have an E flat note in there, and when we do E flat, this brace here is going to be right in front of the bell. So for D4, this part is behind the bell, and for E3, it's going to be right in front of the bell there. Okay, so let's pop through this one really quickly. We have the eef, 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 eef part, and when we do that, we want to make sure we're using our tongue to go toot, 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 instead of our air going. Okay, so make sure you're using your tongue, but we're going to pop through this first. If you're on level 1, you're going to do the first line 3 times and then the second line. If you're on level 2 or boss level, you're just going to do both lines. So here we go. Ready, 2, pop and go. Beef, C, eef, 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 beef, C, eef, 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 B, C, eef, 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 D. All right, let's try it. We're going to just do Baby Shark 1 time. Actually, we're going to do it 2 times through. So if you're on level 1, play the first line 3 times and the second line, and then the first line 3 times again, and then the second line. If you are on level 2 or boss level, you're going to play the whole thing through 2 times. All right, here we go. Sitting up tall, feet flat, back straight, lots of air. 2 times through. Ready, and. We're going to scroll down and go to the next one, and that is Hot to Go. And this has some different things than we've learned before, some new notes that we're going to go through. So it says A2, and for A2, your slide is just going to be barely out, so you can just see maybe an inch there. So here's 1 all the way in, 2, you just see a tiny bit there. So that's going to be A2, and you have a low A2 and you have a high A2. So let's try playing the low A2. And the high A2, you're going to make your muscles strong here. You can think about blowing down so that your air hits here, which curls your bottom lip and makes it real thin. Or you can think about shooting your air up at the top part of the mouthpiece. That's your high A. So we need both of those notes. And then we also need an F. And an F is first position, just like beef, except it's a little high. So beef is there. F is the next shelf up. So that's your F note. And then your G note, which you also need, is gonna be in 4th position, just like the D note, but high. Try that G note with me. So D is low, G is high. Okay, so those are all the notes that we need. We're gonna pop through this really, really slow, and then we're gonna play through it slow. So here we are, starting with A2. A2, C, 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 D, C, D, C. A2, C, F, G, G, A, G, F. Good. Let's pop it one more time. I didn't go very slow that time, so we're gonna go slower. Ready? Here we go. A, C, 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 D, C, D, C, A, C, F, G, G, A, G, F. Let's try playing that together really, really slow. And remember, you can always rewind and go back to this spot and do the slow version of Hot to Go a bunch of times so that once we're ready to go faster together, we'll be ready to do it fast. But first you gotta do it slow. So I'm sitting up tall, we're gonna go slow one time through. 1, 2, ready, and. Bunch of times over and over again, and then go on to this next part where we're going to play Hot to Go at concert speed, and we're going to repeat it 2 times through. So if you are on level 1, you're going to repeat that line 2 times. If you're on level 2 or boss level, you're going to just play both lines of this. So here we go, fast speed at concert level 2 times through. Sitting up tall, starting on A2. 1, 2, ready, go. We're going to go to the next thing, which is Sunroof. And we might not be able to do this for the concert, but it is kind of a challenging one. It's fun to learn. We're going to use a lot of the same notes as Hot to Go. It's going to start on F, which is 1st position but high. F, 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 E3, D4, C, C, D4, F1, F1, E3, D4, C, beef 1, beef 1, F1, F, E3, D4, 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 C, C. Let's try Sunroof, but go a little bit slow. Remember, it starts a little bit high, so you need sour muscles here. Really make sure that you're connecting your mouthpiece to your mouth and it's not loose at all. 1, 2, ready, and. Now we're going to try it just a little bit faster at the regular tempo. 1, 2, ready, and. We're going on to Codename B.A.N.D. I have my computer right here playing the track, so I have that close to the phone so that it can hear you, and I'm going to step back to play. During the dance break part, I'm going to sneak up here to scroll my music down, and we're going to give it a go. So it starts with 2 measures of rest for us. You're going to hear some drums playing, and then we come in right at measure 3. So here it is. 1, 2, ready, and. Measure 7. my music, you do the dance moves. Here's 15. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest, rest, rest. Measure 25. 1, 2, ready, and. Rest, rest. Nice job, everybody. Happy practicing.